Hello everybody, my name is David and this is Simply Airguns. Today we're going to be looking at a new scope. This is made by Gunnr and I think this is the mount. Haven't opened it yet. This, believe it or not, came in a box, and since both of these boxes didn't fit in this box was in a bigger box. Okay, unboxing's out of the way. That's not slow motion. Okay, let's see what we got in this box. We have a package of Do Not Eat. We have, what is this? Lens cloth, looks like. No? What is this? Yeah, there's a lens cloth in there. There's a battery and a little tool, and there are some warnings, instructions, and the lens cloth. And this, I'm assuming, is a little tool to get all the lens adjustments taken care of. Get this box out of the way. Do this plastic real quick. It's even quicker for you that way. And we have the see-through bikini covers. And this tool does fit, so that's what this is for. And this is a 6-24 by 50, I believe. Pretty sure. I don't see the manual for it. Oh, I know what this is. This is for your throw lever on your power adjustment. That's kind of handy. I like those, you know. Even the scopes that, I like the scope to be tight enough that it doesn't just easily change powers, but I don't like it's so tight that you have to fight with it. And this makes it really easy if you have gloves on. Yeah, and that would be fairly difficult to turn. Not that you can't turn it, but it's easier with the lever. Oh, it's got a really fine reticle in it. It's got a little Christmas tree reticle. Let's see. And this is a first focal plane. The reticle is zooming in along with the sight picture. So let me verify that this indeed is a set of rings. Indeed, that is what that is. Okay. And that's nice. They've got the torque specification right on the side of the ring. Well, I'm going to put this on a Pinty bullpup. So since I got the scope from Pinty, put it on a Pinty bullpup, and this will be an all Pinty test. Well, I don't guess we're going to have an all Pinty deal today because this mount doesn't not fit the Pinty pick rail. And the reason is, I'll get a picture of this to put up here, but the notches on here are square. The grooves on the Pinty rail are rounded. So, you know what they say about a square peg in a round hole. So this will not go on. It'll just go part way on. And I don't have anything else with me, so I guess we're not going to have a shooting video today. The glass looks really good in here. And the mount looks really nice. But and you know what? This striker might have a different pick rail. This is the original bullpup, but I am 1,000-ish miles away from the striker right now. I'll get to this as quick as I can. I appreciate anybody that stuck through this. I'm gonna go ahead and post it because, you know, some things aren't perfect, and this one was one of those. And I'll get back to you on this project as quick as I can, let you know if it fits on the striker or not. All right, I've got a plan B. I have a Pinty Buster with me today. It's a 177 air pistol, and we are going to throw this on to the Pinty Buster. It's got square notches in it, and we'll get a couple of shots in with this. It's going to be a little cumbersome to shoot because that's a pretty good sized scope on a pretty small pistol. But let me see what I can get put together and in YouTube style, and I'll be right back. All right, that's what this looks like, all set up and ready to go. The wind is just terrible out there, so I'll try to get out in the morning, but I will get some shots through this. And I want to say the side plate has the torque specifications on it. The top has torque specifications on it, and the little wrenches that they come with, they're not Allen wrenches, they are Torx wrenches. So if you want to use a torque wrench on it, you're going to have to get a Torx bit for your torque wrench. And that's about all I've got for right now. So in the morning, if the wind cooperates, I'll get out and take a couple of shots with it if I can find some place to sit where I don't have to get prone. I'm kind of done with the prone position for a while, probably forever, I hope. Anyway, see you in the morning. Audio sync. All right, I got the Gunnr scope on the Pinty air pistol. I tried zeroing this thing in roughly yesterday in the prone position. That ain't happening again today. So I found a way I can sit on the steps over here and prop myself up on the handrail. I'm going to show you where the target is out here. It is at 37 yards. Measured that with my other scope. All right, so we're gonna do this, and what I've got here is the JTS, I'm assuming that's in focus, 8.7 grain, and then I'm gonna try some JTS dead center 10.4 grain, and I put the proper magazine on the proper tin so I can do it. Now this is not a very substantial support, but I just can't, with the height of the scope and the pistol grip and everything else, I just absolutely could not do prone position on this. But you know, Johnny over at Lead Fever was talking about how clear the scope is on this thing, on the Gunnr, and it's nice. And this is the MOA version, which gives you 1/8-inch clicks at 100 yards. So if you're doing bench rest or something, I think probably this is the way to go, just in my opinion. But this thing has a beautiful Christmas tree, and I'm not positive where this is going to hit. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go for the center target, and the cant is off a little bit, but it'll be off on every shot. So that's what I'm going to count on anyway. All right, let's see what we can do here. Probably if I close the magazine, turn off the safety,
would be a good start. All right, and this is going to be shooting for groups with each of these. I don't know exactly where the 0 is. This is pretty awkward. Hope I didn't double load that. It felt like I did, maybe. Maybe not. For a 177 air pistol, I am pretty happy with what it looks like through the scope. With an improvised rest, I am not disappointed, I'll say that. Okay, that was it. There's a little resistance on these when I chamber them. Okay, now for the 10.4? 10.4 grain. See what these, and this thing is super quiet. That was a pretty firm fit on that magazine. First time it's been in the air pistol. All right, where did my target go? Let's see. I'm gonna shoot at the upper right dot. Oh, that's easier with my left hand. Doesn't look like it's gonna group as well with the 10.4s. Still not bad for a 177 at 37 yards. This thing is so quiet. Well, it definitely likes the 8.7s better. No doubt about it. You know what? It's starting to kind of come together. You know, you change pellets and things change. I will say, actually looked like that group was starting to come together a little bit better. You know what? I'm gonna throw 10 more of the 10 grains in there. I'll edit out loading the magazine, but I'm just curious because it looked like that was starting to group a little better. See how much air I have real quick. Oh yeah, we're good. Let me get this magazine loaded and I'll be right back. I'm gonna go for the upper left target this time. All right, it cycled all of them that time. You know what? I think it just took a second to season into those. Now they're both JTSs, but I don't know if there's a difference in the lead composition from one to the other. You know, they look really similar size and shape and the pocket on the back of the pellet, so maybe a different alloy, more pure lead on the 10.4s. I'm gonna go get that target and I want to look at that a little bit closer. I'll zoom you back out so all right, and you don't need to watch me go get the target. All right, so there's my 8.7s, the first group with the 10.4s, and you can see where it started to tighten up. Second group with the 10.4s, I know you guys have already seen it, but that's a pretty cool group. Put a carbine stock on this and a stable platform or person and I think you got something, because it looks like the majority of the pellets went through that hole right there. I'll have to look on the tape and see. So I was a little disappointed that I didn't get to shoot the Pinty bullpup, but the buster didn't let me down. So I actually kind of glad it turned out the way it did. I did want to shoot the bullpup at 50 yards, but didn't happen this time. I'm going to get with Pinty and see if they have a different rail for the original bullpup, and if not, it's milling machine time, and I'll get that lined out to where I can put this scope on the original Pinty bullpup. Anyway, I'll let you know how that turns out after I contact Pinty, see if they have a replacement part for it, and I'll also be checking the striker when I get home to see if it's got a square slot in the rail or if it's also round. With a normal pin on a normal scope mount, it's not a problem because they're round anyway, so it doesn't make any difference. Anyway, don't want to ramble on this. So, you guys, appreciate you watching. I'm going to throw a video up over here you might like. YouTube's going to throw one down there you might like. Catch you in one of those, or I'll catch you down the road.